Hello everyone, welcome to Nirja Education. This is class 9 science lesson number 6 tissues. In this session we are going to discuss about animal tissues. Before seeing this video, go through my previous videos, then only you will get the connectivity. At the same time, please subscribe our channel Nirja Education. At the same time, don't forget to press the bell icon. Now, what are the topics we are going to cover up in this chapter is introduction, types of animal tissue, AT for animal tissue. There are the four major types. There is epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue and connective tissue. These are the things we are going to cover in this chapter. What is animal tissue? The tissues which present in the animals or human being, those tissues are called animal tissues. As we all know that our body is made up of cells, that is a building blocks. So the cells are combined, make a similar tissues. Similar type of cells combine, it make a tissues. Tissues are combined, it make a organ. Organs are combined, it make a organ system, and finally it form a organism. In this video, we are going to study the animal tissue, where they are present, what is the function of the animal tissue, everything in detail. Man is a multicellular organism. As we all know that human being is a multicellular organism. It consists of many organs and organ system. For example, digestive system, excretory system, nervous system, muscular system, skeletal system or vascular system. Different types of organ and organ systems we have in our body. With the help of them, to carry out the different activities, with the help of that organ system and organs only, we are doing lot of activities like breathing. So breathing, there is a respiratory system, respiratory organs are involved, lungs and everything. Transportation, so transportation means the food and oxygen and other waste material can be transferred from one place to another place by the help of liquid connective tissues. Another one is movement and locomotion, so that is done by the help of muscles or many more. These type of many functions we are doing with the help of our organ and organ system. All these system possess different types of tissues. For example, stomach is made up of stomach tissues and cells. So these cells are finally combined as an organ and doing their certain functions. So all these system possess different type of tissues that help them to perform different functions. Basically, four types of cells, four types of tissues present in the animal's body. All are different type of tissues and they are performing different functions. Among these four, only one similarities. What is that? Means all are made up of cells, but the cells are different tissues and different functions they are doing. So we are going to discuss everything in detail. First we should know what are the four types of animal tissue. The first one is epithelial tissue. We can tell it is a epithelium. Epithelial tissue also we can call it as a epithelium. Next one is muscular tissue. Third one is nervous tissue. Fourth one is connective tissue. This is the classification of animal tissue. You see, this is the animal tissue classified into four types. There is a epithelial, muscular, nervous and connective tissue. The epithelial tissue, further it is classified into four types. The one is squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium and ciliated columnar epithelium. There are the four types of epithelial tissue. Everything we will discuss in detail. The next one is muscular tissue. The muscular tissue is composed of three different type of tissues. That is that striated muscle, smooth muscle and cardiac muscle. There are the three different type of muscles also present. Each and everything is present in different organs and they are performing different function also. Next one is nervous tissue. This is the combine of main organ. It is a vital organ in our body. That is a brain as well as spinal cord. That is full and full made up of nervous tissue. That is compressed that in cell, nerve cell. Then connective tissue. This connective tissue is a broad category. It is classified into three types. One is connective proper. Another one is skeletal tissue, third one is liquid connective tissue. The liquid connective tissue also can tell as a vascular tissue. So the connective tissue proper is composed of adipose tissue, areolar tissue, tendons and ligaments. Then skeletal tissue is composed of bone and cartilage. Then liquid connective tissue is composed of two substances, that is blood as well as lymph. This is the classification. Next we are going to discuss about epithelial tissues and its character and the types of epithelial tissues in detail. Epithelial tissue. This epithelial tissue is also called epithelium. It is the outermost covering of skin, certain organs and cavities. It is covered by all the external as well as internal organs also. Even cavity also covered by the help of this epithelial tissues only. There are the different shape of cells are there. You can see the images. There are the different shapes, but they are very little in size and they are compactly or tightly arranged. There is no intercellular space between one cell to another cell. It lies on that. Normally these epithelial cells are present on the delicate non-cellular membrane that is called basement membrane. So if you see the picture, the square shaped structures are present on the base. Down a cement base portion will be there, that is called basement. This basement membrane is delicate membrane, at the same time it is a non-cellular membrane. This basement membrane is made up of a matrix is called protein. So that it is full and full made up of protein matrix, that is called collagen. This collagen substances is act as a base. Of that base only remaining cells are attached. So that base is called the basement membrane. It is made up of a protein substances, that is called collagen. So this here there are the different types of epithelial cells are visible. You just see all are different shapes and everything is arranged tightly. There is no intercellular space between. They all are having dense cytoplasm as well as nucleus also. So this is the epithelial cells. The epithelial cells cover the entire organ or external or other internal or even cavities also covered by this epithelial cells. Next we are going to discuss the function of epithelial cells as well as types of epithelial cells. First function is it acts as a barrier to keep the different system and separate. Actually we know that all the organs are made up of epithelial tissues. So like the respiratory system or excretory system or digestive system, this each and everything is made up of different type of epithelial tissues. This is separated each system separately. So it acts as a barrier to separate each system. The second one is protect the underlining of the body. It is present on the skin and above the skin and below the skin also. It protect the skin and body against any infection or any chemical reaction or anything. It protect the body. Then they perform the lining of mouth and alimentary canal. Inside the mouth and alimentary canal also made up of this epithelial tissues only. At the same time it protect the entire organ system and organs also. Then it absorb water as well as nutrient. It helps to absorb the nutrient as well as water. Then it also helps to eliminate the waste product from our body. Then it also involved for the secretion. Certain epithelial tissues are involved for produce of certain secretions like hormone or digestive juice or etc. They are involved for the process of secretion also. These are the 6 functions of epithelial tissue. Next we are going to discuss about types of epithelial tissues. The first type of epithelial tissue is squamous epithelial tissue. This is normally thin, flat, irregular type of tissues. This contain oblong nucleus. Oblong nucleus means the nucleus is not in a proper shape. You can look at the picture, you just see the cells are tightly packed. It is a flat shaped structure that is a irregular in shape. We can't identify the shape, it is in a proper way. So it is a different like shapes. It is a irregular shape, at the same time it is very thin in nature. Inside that nucleus it is a oblong like structure, which is it is look like the tiles which fit on the floor. So it is look like a floor tiles. It is tightly packed, so there is no space between one cell to another cell, so no intercellular space. Then another one is occurrence. The occurrence of squamous epithelial tissues, it is present in the lining of the cavities like alveoli. Alveoli is nothing but the air sac. It is present inside the lungs. The next one is mouth and esophagus and alimentary canal. These all are covered by the help of the squamous epithelial tissues. Once again I repeat, it is present inside the alveoli, mouth and inner lining of esophagus as well as alimentary alimentary canal, these all are made up of squamous epithelial tissues. Then what is the function of the squamous epithelial tissues? Means it give the main function is protection against the mechanical injury. Main function is protection from mechanical injury. Any injuries happen means from that it is protecting. At the same time it is avoid for drying. It will not allow the particular organ to become dry, or any chemical reaction occurs means it will protect the organs also. Next we are going to discuss about cuboidal epithelial tissue. This is a cube-like structure. You can see the image. That is a cube-like structure. It is present inside that cube-like structure dense cytoplasm and small nuclei also present in each and every cells. These cells also lie on the basement membrane. That basement membrane is a non-cellular delicate membrane which is made up of the matrix of protein that is called the collagen. So these also compactly arranged, but the shapes are proper. It is not like that squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium is irregular in shape, but it is all cells are cube-like structure. They have dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus also. Then this is mainly occurs in thyroid gland as well as vesicles of thyroid and kidney tubules also. The kidney is made up of kidney cells, that is called the kidney tubules. We can tell it is a nephron. So the nephron also made up of this cuboidal epithelial tissues. Then what is the function of this cuboidal epithelial tissues? Means its main function is absorption. It absorbs the material, and secretion. It secretes because it is present inside the gland also. It can produce certain hormones and everything with the help of that glands, and elimination of waste because it is present in the kidney tubule. It releases the waste in the form of urine as well as urea. So these are the functions of cuboidal epithelial tissue. Next we are going to discuss about columnar epithelial tissue. It's a columnar epithelial tissue. You can see the image. It is a pillar-like structure. It is an elongation of the cuboidal cell structure. It is a taller, but comparatively taller than being broad. Broad-wise it is narrow only, but the tall in size. It is look like a pillar. This is here, if you see this nucleus, all the nucleus are going towards the basement. It is not in the center, it is just towards the basement. As usual, it is present, lies on the basement membrane that is made up of a matrix protein that is called the collagen. So location of this columnar epithelial tissue is an inner lining of stomach. It is a mucous membrane. Stomach inside mucous membrane is present. That mucous membrane is made up of this columnar epithelial tissue. At the same time, it is present inside the small intestine and colon. Colon is nothing but it is a large intestine. Gallbladder. The gallbladder is a small knots-like structure which it is stored the bile juice. You will learn everything in your higher classes. Next one is oviduct. This oviduct, gallbladder, colon, small intestine and stomach inner wall, everything is made up of columnar epithelial tissue. Occurrence is very important. Please take a note of it. Next one is function. Main function is it is absorption function. It absorbs the nutrient as well as gases, everything, and secretion function also doing. For example, it is involved for the small intestine and colon and gallbladder and oviduct. It is produced certain secretion also inside the organs, and it acts as it is a part of digestive system. If you notice this, small intestine, stomach and colon all are involved for the digestive organs. So this is present. Of course, these cuboidal cells, columnar epithelial tissues also involved for the digestion process also. Next we will discuss the another epithelial tissue. Here the structure wise, the columnar epithelial tissue and ciliated epithelial tissue both are same. It is a pillar like structure only, but you see the image, the above the surface a border like structure. It is a small hair like structure. It gives the border appearance, that is called the cilia, a small hair like structure which is present on the upper surface of the cell, so that it is called as a ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. Small hair like structure, it is present on the above surface. You just look at the picture. It is maybe cuboidal shape or columnar shape with this the free borders which bears the hair like structure, that is called as cilia. Cilia is a cytoplasmic projection. Inside the cell, the cytoplasm, from the cytoplasm only the hair like structures are projected out. It gives the movement to pass the substances. It will move like a rhythmic beating movement. It is a propulsion it has to do in one direction. Due to one movement, what will happen? The substances can move from one place to another place on the above surface of the epithelial tissue. Occurrence, trachea, it is present in trachea. Trachea means you know that it is a windpipe. Below the food pipe, it is a cartilage bones, it is made up of. The windpipe is there, it passes the air inside the lungs. So this trachea, it is divided into Y-shaped structure that is called bronchi. So this ciliated epithelial tissues are present inside the inner lining of trachea, bronchi and kidney tubule and oviduct. Oviduct, as you all know that it is a fallopian tubule where the fertilization is occur, a small tube like structure which is connected with uterus. At the same time it is also present uterus and male reproductive part, that is a testis. It is at ejaculatory duct. In that duct also the ciliated columnar epithelium is present. Next, what is the function of epithelial, that is a ciliated epithelial tissues? Means due to rhythmic beating of cilia movement, the solid particles are moved from one direction to another direction. It will move one direction only, not both direction. So it will move the one direction over the epithelial surface. I hope you have understood all 5 different type of epithelial tissue and its functions. Next video we will discuss muscular tissue. Thank you. Have a nice day.